What is going on, everybody? It's the one and only Q from Retro Q Gaming back in effect, as always. Here we are, just moments away from our final E3 conference of 2018, our final important one at least, because, well, I mean, E3 technically hasn't even started yet, and we're going to have some stuff over the next couple of days, but it's not too important and it's not too crazy after this one. So, what are we gonna do here? What's important for this one? Well, as you can see on the screen right now, this is the Nintendo Direct presentation. This is where we're going to be seeing the majority of all the new games, all the new announcements, all that new stuff. There might be one or two extra things over the next couple of days in the Nintendo Treehouse, but usually that's reserved for lower end stuff and not as important stuff. If you remember last year, I believe it was, we got the Metroid Samus Returns thing in there versus the actual E3 Direct, which had the Metroid Prime 4 announcement. So that's how we're looking, and that's what we're expecting from this kind of presentation. So, what am I expecting from this presentation? Well, very little, unfortunately. What I'm expecting here is I don't expect to see Metroid Prime 4. If we do see it, it will be probably just a couple of panning shots, maybe like one or two scenes from a cutscene, but again, they'll just be panning shots showing off environments, maybe a little bit of Samus, whatever. Of course, that'll drive the Nintendo fanboys wild. Don't get me wrong, hopefully Metroid Prime 4 is a good game. I do plan on buying it. What else? They'll talk more about the Splatoon 2 DLC. Of that, I'm almost 100% sure. We'll probably find out what version of Smash this actually is, because at the moment it's up in the air if it's a Wii U port or if it's an, let's say, if it's up in the air if it's a Wii U port, if it's an enhanced version of the Wii U game, or if it's a brand new game. We'll see. If it's a Wii U port, I'm not buying it. If it's an enhanced Wii U port with maybe only a few extra characters or a new stage or something, I probably won't buy it. Now, if it's an enhanced port of the Wii U version, you know what, I don't even need my headphones on, there's nothing coming out right now. If it's an enhanced version of the Wii U port with a considerable amount of content, maybe I'll consider buying it. Like, I'm talking maybe 10 new characters minimum, couple of new modes, maybe, I don't know, new stages for all the new characters. That's a big enough improvement. So, we'll see how that goes. What else do I expect to see on here? I'd be very surprised if we saw anything for the 3DS. We might see one or two things from third-party companies when it comes to the 3DS. Again, who knows what they would actually be, because most of Nintendo's focus at this point is on the actual Nintendo Switch. Now, what would I like to see here? Oh, also, one thing that we'll probably see, because it's just my luck, and this is the kind of thing that always happens to me. Let me make sure this is, yeah, it's still playing live, that's alright. And this is the kind of thing that always happens to me, and it's just my luck. Earlier on this year, I played Tokyo Mirage Sessions on the Wii U, believe it or not. Yep, that's right. I bought the game when it came out, but I restarted it this year, played the entire thing. Good game, mind you, good game. I definitely recommend it if you like Atlas JRPGs and for some reason have a Wii U. Or by the end of this presentation, because they will most likely announce a Switch port, it's one of the very few exclusive Wii U games, kind of, not so much first party, but we'll just leave it with exclusive, that hasn't seen a remaster. I mean, we're looking at along the lines of the Wonderful 101, Devil's Third, although that will probably never be remastered even for the Switch. Although Nintendo fanboys do buy everything because they're weird and rabid like that. And I'm pretty sure we'll probably see a Tokyo Mirage Sessions port at some point, possibly in this presentation, which will, like I said, be just my luck, because I had to suffer through that entire game with the bullshit Wii U tablet, because you are forced to use that tablet. Even if you're playing it with the Pro Controller, you have to use the tablet as well, because there's certain stuff that only appears on the screen that is required to progress in the game. So I ended up using the tablet for the entire thing. So, what else do I think we'll see? Or what else would I like to see? Well, we're basically going to see very few third-party games. That's a given. There'll be probably indies. There'll be a couple of third-party games, I'd say, but they will all be, as expected, lower-end stuff. Maybe one or two announcements of existing late ports, if you will. Fortnite is a very big rumor. It's almost a guarantee at this point because of data mines and whatnot from the servers. There's a couple of other things that are heavily rumored, but I'm not really going to get into them too much because, well, I mean, E3 rumors are E3 rumors, and I'm pretty sure like 95% of what was rumored this year from all the other shows hasn't shown up. So, it is what it is. Now, what would I like to see? Well, I would like to see... also, before we go on, I do think we'll see a bit of Bayonetta 3 here as well this year. But what I would like to see would be, hopefully, some Shin Megami Tensei 5. Possibly with a release date. Soon release date. Maybe within the next 6 or 8 months. Maybe at the start of next year at the latest. Fire Emblem. That's another big thing I want to see. Hopefully we have some good Fire Emblem stuff relatively soon. Maybe even this year. I know we're probably not getting an Advance Wars style game or Switch Wars. Now I know someone's going to say Wargroove or Tiny Metal. That's all well and good when someone else tries to do it. But Intelligent Systems are the masters at this kind of stuff. Now unfortunately they're busy making Fire Emblem, which is an acceptable compromise. So we'll see how it goes. But Fire Emblem, Shin Megami Tensei, I think that's really it. Other than that, unless they pull something completely wild out of nowhere, there's probably not going to be anything for me. Because I don't believe we're going to see Metroid Prime 4 released this year. I don't think we're going to see Bayonetta released this year, but I'm not interested in Bayonetta as it is anyway. I'm just using that as an example. And I mean, that's pretty much it. We might see some extra DLC or something for Mario. We might see some extra DLC and stuff for Xenoblade 2. For all we know, apparently there's a new studio open from Monolith Software, so they might be developing a new game. Maybe Xenoblade Chronicles X2 or maybe Xenoblade Chronicles 3. They might be one of their teams might be porting over Xenoblade Chronicles X to the Switch. We have to wait and see because it's E3. Rumors be rumors be rumors be rumors and whatnot. Now let's see. We got hopefully less than a minute for this to start. So I am going to suit up and we will see how it goes. What else could we see? I'm trying to think of other Switch style games and Switch properties and whatnot. There's nothing crazy that jumps out at me. We could possibly see a Zelda remaster. I would love to see them remaster Skyward Sword. Hopefully they put in proper controls because no one wants to waggle, waggle, waggle. I mean, that's pretty much evident by the fact that on over 100 million Wiis, that they sold less than 4% attach rate of Skyward Sword because, again, no one wants to waggle. So give me a Skyward Sword remaster with proper controls. Now leave the ability to use the waggle in there too, but port over the GameCube version because that's the non-mirrored version for regular controls, and then we'd be good to go. Now we've officially hit 5 o'clock, so this should be starting any second now. Hopefully. But other than that, that's it. I mean, they might talk about the subscription service. They might talk about... Well, we've pretty much covered everything. We've covered all their new games. Well, potentially all their new games. Existing stuff with extra DLC. You know, I'm just going to refresh the page just to be safe. Go away, chat. Okay, Nintendo are running late. Why are you doing this to me, Nintendo? Well, oh, what am I talking about? It's Nintendo and the internet. They're never on time or up to date with everyone. And for those of you wondering, yes, this is the correct time. Wait, why is that? Okay, it's actually just officially started. Here we go. So what's going to be first? I believe this presentation is going to be about 45 minutes long, if I remember reading it correctly. So what's our first game? What's our opening gambit? It's like some... Is that a Gundam game? I don't know what that is. For all I know, it could be Virtual On. Like a new Virtual On. I have a feeling that might be a little bit loud because of the music. I'll drop it down ever so slightly. I don't know, it could be new Armored Core. It could be possibly new Virtual On. For all we know, it could be Konami releasing a new Zone of the Enders game on the Switch, which would be really weird. I feel like I'm gonna have a strobing effect here is killing me. That looks like it's a Deus Ex Machina though, so I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure they're going to tell us now in a minute. I don't know how I feel about this game though. Then again, it's not really my style of game. Okay, so it's Demon Ex Machina. Or Damon. Unreal Engine, Nintendo Switch. It's from Marvelous Games and First Studio. Oh, Is this the thing we saw on another presentation yesterday? Looks like it's Xeno. No. Is this Xenoblade Chronicles 2? Or something new Xenoblade? They did say Blade. And I'm pretty sure that green chick is in the base game. Oh no, that frame rate. This game is so awkward when it comes to frame rate. I know it's not just because of the stream. I actually own the game and play it in docked, and it's rough. I think it would be a full-on, maybe a DLC expansion or something. Battle between Aegises. It must not be very far in development if it doesn't have... Here we go. Torna, the Golden Country. Now, is that a DLC or a separate spin-off game? I'm assuming it's a DLC, especially because it's out in September.
When we launched Nintendo Switch, our vision was a home system you could play together anytime, anywhere.
Look, it's a home system, remember that.
Joy-Con controllers, countless play possibilities.
Something Nintendo fanboys deny.
All of you have shown the world what that means. Whether playing at home or on the go, from low to on high. Where will Nintendo Switch take you next? To a smashing invitational cheered by fans and challengers?
There it is, smashing invitational.
Or on a journey through verdant fields and viridian cities in a timeless quest to catch them all.
They're going to be talking about Pikachu and Eevee.
A few weeks ago, we showed you Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. A brand new Pokemon adventure through the vibrant Kanto region where your partner, Pikachu or Eevee, is always by your side.
Not a fan.
Add the transformative power of Nintendo Switch, and you can play as you like, anywhere you like, or for the first time in this series, catch or battle Pokemon on one system with a friend. You can even transfer a Pokemon into the game from Pokemon Go. This is a Pokeball Plus.
I forgot about that. They're extra little.
You can use it like a Joy-Con controller with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, or play the entire game with it alone. You can put a Pokemon into the Pokeball Plus, then bring it with you. Sounds like there's already one inside. It's the mythical Pokemon Mew. Mew comes exclusive with every Pokeball Plus and can join you on your journey through the game. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and the Pokeball Plus will be available on November 16th.
I'm
Discover new
still
friends
not a fan and not
challenges
sold on the
as you
idea.
explore this mysterious and enchanting world.
I want the core game next
Wherever
year.
you go, with whoever you like, only on Nintendo Switch. Now, let's check out something else we can't wait to show you.
What's this gonna be?
Okay, you ready for this?
I have a feeling they're just gonna show off a bunch of shitty party games.
Think about it.
Be something good. Be something good. Okay, so it's a new Mario Party game. Super Mario Party.
Hey,
Ray, what's up?
what are y'all doing? Let's play. Okay,
Gotta change it up though.
that's gonna go too fast. Let's do it this way.
We need to have like some angles.
Okay. That looks cool. Ready? Do it.
Oh, game on.
Okay.
That's kind of cool that they can do that.
Really? Come on.
But it does present problems.
Let's do another one.
Are you guys ready to do this?
Alright, hang on this one. Fasten inside.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
I mean, this is some non-real world shit right here.
We should do one more. Rematch.
It's been a while since I played a Mario Party game. I think the last one I played was on the Wii.
What was that?
Oh, that frame rate is diving there.
2, 1.
It's out this year. That's surprising, especially because we've never heard of it or seen it before at all.
Long ago, the divine Seros received a revelation from the goddess, a gift to help guide the lost. Now,
Is this
God
going to be
watches
Fire Emblem?
over Fodlan from her kingdom
This is
above,
Fire Emblem.
as the mother of all life, the arbiter of every soul.
Yeah, this is totally Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem Three Houses. Here we go. This better release this year.
Go ahead, give me orders. It's time to measure your worth as an instructor.
Oh, that's cool. I like how that all changes and the battles come out in this one. I just hope they improve the frame rate a little bit.
Brutal, irrational world we live in.
It doesn't
Some
matter
believe the crests,
hugely
tokens
for a
of the
game like
goddess's
this.
power, are necessary to maintain order. But they're
Simply
wrong,
because
the crests
when you
want
look
to
at games
belong.
like this, they're not action based. So you can get away with it. Are they going to take in the Fire Emblem Echoes style stuff? Are they going to have actual exploration as well?
Reach for my hand, I'll soar away into the dawn of
This game is going to be so good.
day. Here and cherish hope.
Do you dare to walk this path with me?
Now I hope they don't
One
do the
misstep,
scam
and we fall
of
to
two
our
different
own.
versions of the game.
So take your
Or
first
even
step.
3 different versions because of the name of it. If they do one per house,
I will return here someday,
people
my
will not be
teacher.
happy.
Promise me that you won't forget me.
Spring 2019. Not too bad, it's early next year. What's this, Fortnite? I think it's Fortnite. Yeah, it is. Congratulations, Nintendo Switch. You get that game that everyone's been playing for months already. Fire Emblem though. Woo lad, that's right. With Fire Emblem having an announcement for this early, I thought it might be much later. I'm actually okay with this presentation so far. They could show off basically nothing else and I would be happy. I would still think it's the overall thing is pretty much trash if they do, but the fact that Fire Emblem is there.
I can't wait to drop off the battle bus and meet some of you on the battlefield in Fortnite.
Reggie, you don't
And
play
on Nintendo
games.
Switch, you can have the complete Battle Royale experience, whether playing together online with friends in the same room or around the world. Available at 10 a.m. Pacific time today. Nintendo Switch.
So it's pretty much right
is a
after
console
this.
where you can access a full range of games content, including a wealth of groundbreaking games from our independent development community. Your support for indie games on Nintendo Switch has been inspiring. And to all of you, as well as all of the developers behind these rich and varied experiences, from all of us here at Nintendo, thank you. Let's pull back the curtain on a few more.
More
including
indie games.
2 we're showing for the first time here today.
Indie games at
Aspiring
E3.
chefs,
Are
ready
Nintendo
to
hurting
cleavers,
that much?
pots, and cutting boards.
Remember,
Over
Nintendo like to withhold
sequel that's
announcements
brimming with
from
more recipes,
existing games
characters,
and not announce them at the same
kitchens,
time
and
just so
white
they can
peppermint.
announce them
Prepare
on a
for the
Nintendo
ultimate
Direct because they're
cook-off
hurting for
with
games
new
that
features
much.
Like the ability to throw ingredients, kitchens that can change on the fly, and with Nintendo Switch, the opportunity to bake, barbecue, or broil with another player in wireless, local, and online play. Save the world from clumsy cooking when Team 17's frantic food juggler arrives on August 7th.
Apparently the first one is
Hop on a
fun.
snail,
I've never played it,
hoard
but
berries, or wipe out the enemy's queen to claim victory in Killer Queen Black. Redesigned from the ground up, Liquid Bit and Bumble Bear Games' acclaimed arcade extravaganza that became a multiplayer phenomenon.
I've never
is
heard of this
coming
game.
to Nintendo Switch. And for the first time on console, 2 teams of up to 4 each can square off in exciting battles. Play it first on Nintendo Switch later this year. And finally, venture through the mysterious
Hollow Knight. Now, I have heard of this.
landscapes of a vast, forgotten kingdom in Teen Cherry's Hollow Knight, an action-adventure filled with gripping combat and haunting secrets. Hand-drawn characters and sublime scenery abound in this sweeping platformer that offers endless hours of intricate exploration. We revealed earlier this year that Hollow Knight was coming to Nintendo Switch, and I'm pleased to announce that the game, packed with all the previous downloadable content, is available on the Nintendo eShop
right now.
starting today.
Oh yeah, there you go, today.
These are just a few of the
They love
terrific
doing this
indie
kind of
games
stuff
you can
lately.
play in the
Not just
months ahead.
Nintendo, but everyone.
After this presentation, stay tuned for Nintendo Treehouse Live, streaming right from the E3 show floor, where our Nintendo game experts will give you a closer look at some of these games and more. And I personally cannot wait to watch as intrepid challengers test their mettle in our Splatoon 2 World Championship and Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. The action starts immediately following Nintendo Treehouse Live. Before we move on, I have an important update on a game I know fans have been looking forward to.
Now let's see what it.
Octopath
Oh,
Traveler from Square Enix is coming exclusively for Nintendo Switch on July 13th. And you can download a brand new demo for the game from the Nintendo
and we knew it
eShop
was
on
we knew it was
June
coming
4th.
this year, sometime at the summer. I don't
Let's
think there was
take
a
another
day for it
action-packed
right
look
now until
at
right
some
now.
More experiences coming soon to Nintendo Switch.
Now here we go. This is what we really want. Let's do something good. No, I asked for something good. Got their MOBA, Minecraft. I'm pretty sure Starlink isn't a proper Star Fox game. It's just kind of capitalizing on it and has Fox in it. And a 3DS game. DLC for Mario plus Rabbids. Just Dance. I don't know what the other one was. It looked like a... Also, Dragon Ball FighterZ is finally officially announced. That was rumored. The Octopath expansion. We've already known a good bit about that. Toad we know about, and that's out pretty soon. Crash, we know a lot about. Ninjala, I think, was already announced earlier today. I can never pronounce that board game, but that was announced a few days ago. FIFA, Ark. I think Wasteland 2 is a new announcement. Paladins, that was announced and released the other day. Fallout Shelter was announced the other day as well at the Bethesda conference. Dark Souls Remastered later this summer after everything else. We know about SNK Heroes, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, Wolfenstein 2 out later this month. I thought we might have seen that at the World Ends With You. I thought we might have seen at Square Enix. Mega Man 11, Mario Tennis. Here we go. Now we're going to see some actual proper quality games. Not the crap we just saw.
I'm Shinya Takahashi of Nintendo. I hope you enjoyed what you've seen. Recently, it's been nice to see people pull their Nintendo Switch systems from their bags to play, even when they have only a little bit of free time. Every time I see that, I can't help but smile. At Nintendo, we approach development with the goal of delivering new and unique games to surprise people all over the world.
Now, this could be an actual new game announcement.
Partners also making games for Nintendo Switch. Today, we share just a small portion of what we're currently working on. We hope you will look forward to what's coming next on Nintendo Switch. Now, it's time to share information on a certain title. I'll turn it over to someone I think you know.
Oh, it's going to be Sakurai.
Hi,
there he
I'm
is.
Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited. Today, I'd like to introduce you to the new Super Smash Bros. Game for the Nintendo Switch. As you may know, Super Smash Bros. Is an action game about smashing beloved game characters.
So this one is from the Wii U version, so what's it going to be?
Many fighters have appeared in this series. I'm sure you're all eager to find out who will be joining the roster this time.
It's funny, I have a
So
friend
we made a
who
video to showcase some
almost
fighters
looks
appearing
exactly
in the
like
game.
him.
The number next to each fighter signifies the order in which they joined the Super Smash Bros. Series.
Right, so we're going to need the new ones.
Please, take a look.
So who do we have in this new one? Okay, Mario we already know. Is it going to? It's not going to go through everyone just to drag out time, is it? No, not everyone. Okay, Samus, Kirby. The cool thing about this is Bowser. It gives us an idea of how many characters. Oh, wow! They're doing them in a random order. Link. It's going to give us an idea of how many characters are actually included. Donkey Kong. Also, if you didn't notice, Link there had the Breath of the Wild outfit on. Fox and Falco. Mart. Zelda. Sheik. Well, Zelda looks really different. Is she new Zelda? Mewtwo and Meta Knight. Sonic. See, it's hard to tell if this is all footage from the new one, because Peach does look very different. Ice Climbers. Now the big question is, are they back properly? Inkling. Okay, so they must be, because I don't think Inkling was in the Wii U one, right? I think they, yeah, so this is all new stuff. Captain Falcon. Zero Suit Samus and Wii Fit Trainer. Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard. To be honest, I don't even remember them being a thing. Ness, Lucas, Ryu, Ganondorf. So if they're showing all these off and they're not in it, Ike, there's going to be war if they're not in all the current one, Cloud. But it also does lend credence that it might be Snake. This is what I was about to say. If they're not all in it, it shows that it might not be all the old ones. So Solid Snake is back. Pichu, Jigglypuff, Roy, Olimar, Diddy Kong, Lucario, Lucina, Robin, Bayonetta. So they have everyone from the Wii U version, Mr. Game & Watch, Greninja. They have all the DLC characters. Dr. Mario, Rob, Duck Hunt Dog, Dark Pit and Palutena. Corrin. They'll obviously have the other Corrin too, yeah. Bowser Jr., all of them. Toon Link, Young Link, King Dedede, Rosalina and Luma, me Gunner, me Sword Fighter, me Brawler, Wario, Little Mac. Who's going to be next? Pac-Man, Shulk. See, we already know these. Wolf. I think we've only seen one new character at the moment with the Inkling. Mega Man. I don't remember the Inklings being in the Wii U one. Smash Bros. Ultimate. So it looks like it's a culmination of every Smash Bros. Character put all back in. Luigi and Yoshi. Wow, the poor guy just left it last. They didn't put... Well, I can't remember if they put Little Mac in the thing there. Maybe I missed him. Everyone is here.
That's right. Every fighter in Super Smash Bros. History is joining the battle. Indeed, absolutely every Super Smash Bros. Fighter ever is in this game, whether they were originally DLC or only appeared once in the past.
Are they new ones?
We believe that's what players want, so we made the impossible possible. Any way you slice it,
he's got a super scope.
The most smash for your buck.
I know they drop in general.
This is the biggest crossover in gaming history. Once again, worlds will collide. Even so, your starting roster may be as small as the original Nintendo 64 game.
So you have to unlock a bunch of characters.
The conditions for unlocking fighters, and we want to make the process interesting, so it feels like you're constantly recruiting popular characters to your side.
But the big thing is we need new characters, Sakurai.
See what happens when you pit many different fighters against one another.
Here we go. Give us some new characters.
Now let's take a closer look at certain fighters by highlighting how they've changed since their last appearance.
So
Mario's still easy to use, but we did.
It seems like it
for someone from his latest adventure.
Technically is a little bit new. But I don't know. It doesn't. It might not feel new enough.
His bombs are now remotely detonated, and his final smash unleashes ancient arrows. He can also wear Link's familiar tunic of the wild.
Ice Climbers are back.
Although it's been a while, the 2-in-1 fighter, the Ice Climbers, are back. Work together.
Poor Little Mac, he just got wrecked.
Once she's gone, you're in serious trouble. Ike's outfit from Fire Emblem Path of Radiance returns, along with his look from Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Now you can use both versions for the first time.
There has to be new characters.
Are even voiced a little differently.
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
Oh yeah, there is a slight difference there. You can hear it straight away.
We now have the female version of Pikachu, complete with a heart-shaped tail. Did you notice Pikachu Libre is a girl?
I forgot about Pikachu Libre.
Fox's design is now based on Star Fox Zero, and his final...
Oh no, why is it based on Star Fox Zero? Everyone wants to forget that game even existed.
Smashes are straight to the point, so you can get right back to fighting. Falco's final smash features an unorthodox ship formation that's more unruly than Fox's. Either way, the Landmaster has been retired. In one-on-one fights, Ryu will always face his opponents, just like in his original game appearances.
Yeah, but no one wants that.
It's a small touch that reduces accidental command inputs.
We want... Oh no, that's right, Ken wasn't in.
Samus's charge shot can now power up in midair. You can cancel with jump or dodge, but you'll be open to attack.
Oh, she just got wrecked with a big kick by Bowser.
Marth's dancing blade is faster, and it's easier to unleash one after another. This holds true for Roy and Lucina.
I have someone I talked to who is
now fully voiced in English.
Who's a competitive Smash player, so I'm gonna have to ask him what he feels about this.
Backed by popular demand, veteran fighter Snake is sneaking back into the fray. It's been 10 years since his last appearance in the series.
Has he got
so
the
we
David
can
Hayter
finally
voice
make
though?
some new dream matches come true. Of course, Shadow Moses Island is back too.
So they do have the level back. That's good. King DDD.
King DDD's final smash is
I was never a fan of DDD.
Unleashes missiles and a jet hammer. Pichu is also returning from Super Smash Bros. Melee.
The meters of quality just did.
Shock still damaged itself too.
Yeah.
So be careful.
I'm sorry guys, we have to watch this in HD.
In The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Zelda is more into research than fighting, so her design is from The Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Worlds.
Oh, so I knew
Zelda
she looked
is much
different.
more elegant and regal than our other fighters, but we made sure you wouldn't underestimate her energetic attacks.
I do think she looks really cool in this form though.
Called Triforce of Wisdom. Sonic's final smash,
Come on,
Super
Sonic.
is more souped up than ever. Either you're too slow, or he's lightning fast.
That's really cool.
Pac-Man also got a speed boost this time around.
Waka waka
Looping
waka.
around the stage sounds just like Pac-Man, don't you think? Pokemon Trainer is back with Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard.
I don't remember
You can change Pokemon
using
during
this
battle.
one at all.
This time, there's no penalty for sticking with one, so feel free to pick your main. Also, you can play as a female trainer for the first time. Some fighters, like Captain
Throw out a Falcon Punch.
trigger a dramatic slow-mo effect on strong attacks.
There it
in
is.
one-on-one
Falcon
fights.
Punch! Quality stuff.
And of course, his hazardous Big Blue stage is making a return.
Now we just need two of them to collide again.
Just like before, you can play as Cloud in his Final Fantasy VII costume or his Final Fantasy VII Advent Children costume.
I think I have
Now
Cloud.
You can see his limit gauge near his damage percentage at all times. Special displays are available for certain other fighters too. For example,
What's Robin's
you
one
can
gonna
see
be?
how much longer Robin can use Levin Sword and Tomes. For Villager, we made it easier to see what you've pocketed.
They're just throwing a bomb back and forth
the
between
male
them.
and female versions, there are 8 different villagers. Bowser's final smash, Giga Bowser, is even bigger.
Yeah, this is
and
gonna be-
better.
this is gonna be
He's now as
weird
big as
because-
Bowser from the Yoshi's Island game.
I was always
All of Mr.
semi-okay
Game
with
Watch's
Bowser.
moves are back, and he looks even more like he did in his original games. His transformations are more full of character than ever. Young Link from Super Smash Bros. Melee is making a comeback.
I love how they
It's 3 Links from
they
the
have to
first
tell
game.
you what game he's actually from,
Lon Lon Milk, anyone?
and you know, not Ocarina of
After
Time.
10 long years, Wolf makes his return. His design is based on Star Fox Zero, and each of his moves have received a significant
Or Star Fox
upgrade.
Zero.
Kirby is his usual puffy self.
I mean, what are they going to
but
do
we've
to change
added a
Kirby?
little something to his stone ability.
Oh, it's chest from
He has a copy
Breath of the
ability
Wild.
for every fighter, so the more fighters we have, the more challenging he becomes to develop. Shulk used to require repeated button presses to toggle Monado arts, but now you can choose a specific one with a button press and a quick directional tilt. Sure is handy to change arts on the fly. We also added
seems like it might
Fiora
be
to his
broken.
final smash.
To be able to
Ganondorf
change that
rises
quickly
again,
might be a bit
returning to his
overpowered.
Popular design from The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, and for his final smash, he becomes Demon King Ganon.
It's funny how everyone always knows him as
V-Fighter's
Ganondorf
proportions have been
from
tweaked a bit. There are 3
Ocarina.
types: Brawler, Sword Fighter, and Gunner. The moveset for each type has also been enhanced, and you can now choose from 12 voice options. We're hoping to get this fighter ready for online play.
Wait, so that one's not ready or won't be ready at launch?
Previously, Pit's final smash was 3 sacred treasures. This time, he'll be riding in style on the Lightning Chariot. In the last game, Zero Suit Samus's final smash called in her gunship. This time, she uses her power suit to fire a devastating laser.
So if that's the case, what's regular Samus's one going to be if it's changed?
When Olimar gets damaged, you'll see a crack in his helmet. But don't worry, it'll get fixed up right away.
Oh god, will they put in Bayonetta's one?
Are both available.
Bayonetta 1 costume is better.
Listen closely, and you'll hear differences in the sound of them. It seems we have a guest.
How is he here?
Rodan appears as an assist trophy.
Oh, assist, okay. That makes a little bit more sense. I thought you were going to have him as an actual fighter.
After transforming, he no longer uses individual attacks to get the job done. Donkey Kong's final smash is all rapid-fire punches, like Donkey Kong Jungle Beat.
Look at him go.
You'll notice that he and other fighters have expressive new facial animations.
I was thinking that near the start, where they first started showing him off, that he looked a lot different. Or at least a little bit different.
In fact, all Final Smash moves in the game get right to the punch. Ness's new Final Smash calls on Paula and Pooh. Of course, Jeff still shows up as an assist trophy.
Good old Jeffy boy.
Likewise, Lucas's Final Smash features Kumatora and Boney. At first glance, Wii Fit Trainer
quite the light show.
But her face has a new look.
Yeah, her face actually has a look. More like it.
It was a request from the Wii Fit developers.
Blue Bomber.
All the hazards from both versions of Mega Man Stage from Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and Nintendo 3DS. And for his final smash, say hello to Proto Man and Bass.
Proto Man sucks, by the way, because Zero for the win. He's just a cheap ripoff of Zero.
This time around. And her down special is now both a counter and a deflector. Rob has a new gauge on his chassis, showing how much fuel he has left.
Rob the robot, come on. It forces you to play Gyromite.
Notice the epsilon symbols next to Lucina and Dark Pit's numbers?
I was wondering what that
Each of
was.
these fighters are based on another fighter in the game. We're treating these fighters a little differently, and have decided to call them Echo Fighters. Allow me to introduce a brand new Echo Fighter.
Oh, do we have a whole new character? Or at least... Oh, it's Daisy. So she'd be like Echo Peach,
Daisy
maybe?
joins the roster as Peach's Echo Fighter. She fights in a similar manner as Peach, but they have different characteristics, which we hope you'll enjoy. Have fun playing as your favorite princesses. All in all,
Daisy joins the fray.
There could be tens of thousands. I hope you're looking forward to some serious matchups. And here's a new fighter.
Here we go, new fighters. This is what we really want. Ah, it's the Inkling. We already knew about this.
Inkling is a completely new addition to the roster. If you ink opponents, they'll take more damage from attacks. Different weapons are available as smash attacks or special attacks.
So I wonder what the final smash will be.
Splat bomb?
Will it be a roller? Oh, never mind. We all know how OP the roller
Final
is.
smash, Killer Whale. You can actually run out of ink, so it's important to refill by pressing the B button while shielding. Inkling Boy also debuts alongside Inkling Girl. Inklings are very fashionable. All
there's loads of them.
Outfits. And each
All the different colors and everything. That's cool.
Really
The customization on that is pretty funky.
By the
or
way,
the individualization.
We added in the Squid Sisters as an assist trophy. During their live concert, the camera zooms in for a close-up. That means it's easier to get knocked off.
Oh, that's cool that it actually affects that. Everyone's going to be all cramped in the middle, not getting smashed away.
While we're on the topic of assist trophies, let me share some additional
Metroid.
As you may know, assist trophies lend helpful support in battles. You can KO assist trophies by inflicting damage, and now you get points for it too. However, some assist trophies will remain unbeatable.
I forgot about the Nintendo.
Unexpected guests will photobomb your battle. Yep.
It's Bomberman. That's pretty nuts.
There's a wide variety, more than
those
50
bomb
here in
blasts,
the game.
they're pretty extreme.
Of course, we're also adding even more Pokemon and items. We can't wait to show you.
Yeah, these are definitely some of the newer stuff anyway. So Soul, I can never pronounce his name. Wow, Bayonetta with the taunt. That's harsh. Fake Smash Ball. Double KO. Now, what new stages have we got?
There are a variety of stages available in this game as well, including a massive list of returning stages.
Are they going to go over some of the old ones from ages ago?
It'll be a challenge to hit them all. The graphics have been improved as well.
I'd hope so, coming from the GameCube.
Let's get a look at some stages from various games.
Okay, well, we know about Peach. We've seen Peach before, or at least recently. Now, what we really need, we need to get back to Samus's stage. I love that one. Get that ass eaten. Speaking of which, thinking of this, we need a new Animal Crossing game on the Switch. Oh, that's going to be an interesting, kind of an interestingly small level. You can even break the top of it by the looks of it. Oh, cool! It rebuilds with your Zelda tab.
All stages now have both Battlefield and Omega forms too. These versions hover above an abyss. Their sizes and terrain are all the same, so savor the simplicity with music and backgrounds from your favorite series.
At least they're going to be useful for other
Let's
stuff
take
in that
a sneak
case.
peek at the new and returning techniques you can pull off during battles.
Like competition battles and
The
whatnot.
directional air dodge enhances mobility.
Oh, Mega Man says no. Like,
It can come in
nope.
handy when recovering from a fall. However, if you dodge too much, even on the ground, you'll be wide open to attack.
I love
the
that-
duration of intangibility gets shorter.
I love they've got the punch-out music.
You can execute short hop attacks by pressing the A button and jump at any time. Also, you can smash attack by pressing the A and B buttons, just like the previous game. A perfect shield occurs when you release the shield button.
Mario's eyes went
You're
evil
able
for a
to pull
second.
it off without any major risks, but going forward, you'll need to time it carefully. For one-on-one battles, the damage dealt will now be greater than in battles with higher numbers of players. This should help ensure that the action is well paced.
Yeah, that was always
In a timed battle,
one problem.
the fighter in the lead will sometimes flash with light. Better do something, or no victory pose for you.
And more.
We've got something special for your playing pleasure in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
What are they going to show us? What's it going to be? Oh, the game. This is the one that leaked, I think. Now the big question. Digital. Yeah.
Nintendo GameCube controllers can be used in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. For many of you, it just isn't the same without them. Not to mention, all Super Smash Bros. Series amiibo
So the
figures
GameCube
are
controllers.
compatible this
That's a
time
big
as well.
deal, unfortunately, because
In
everyone
fact, all fighters'
loves
current
the
amiibo figures will be supported,
the old
even
ones.
if they're from a different series.
And
Tap
yet they're
a
still not
compatible
moved
amiibo
on
figure
from
to add
the
in a
GameCube
figure
one.
player, or FP, and level up. Your FP data from previous
Although on the
titles
plus side, they actually have analog triggers on the old one, so they are technically superior controllers in some
We
ways.
hope you're as excited as we are. Our staff will continue working hard until the game releases. We really appreciate
Which
your support.
is when?
We've made including every single fighter ever our #1 goal, so I'm kind of hoping you aren't expecting too many new challengers. However, we do have one more announcement.
Here we go.
Please take a look.
It's going to be a new fighter. It's not going to be the release date is coming as well, but it's going to be a fighter. Well, it looks like they're in the Metroid universe. It looks too small to be Ridley. But if they're in the Metroid universe, it makes sense that Samus is the last one. Maybe it is Ridley. It is. He's finally in the game after how many years and how many games of people asking him and him being background noise. He's actually finally in it as a playable character. That means there's going to be a Ridley amiibo. A lot of people are going to be happy about that. And he's just completely wrecking everyone. It's funny because Ridley was probably actually the hardest boss of Super Metroid. Release date? Release date? Oh, Zero Suit Sam is back with a vengeance. And we'll have to end that battle ourselves. Here we go. Drum roll. December 7th, 2018. We knew it was coming this year, pending a delay anyway. But it's right before Christmas. Talk about the big time to actually release it. That's actually it. It's the end of it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live from the Los Angeles Convention
Bill in his
Center,
treehouse. Now, I'm not staying here to watch the treehouse because this thing goes on for hours, and they're usually not as good. So, what I am going to do, turn that down and wind this down a little bit. So, what do we see with the Nintendo Direct so far? Unfortunately, there wasn't a huge amount of stuff in there. I mean, really the only two big things were Fire Emblem and Smash, obviously. Smash was the big one. And yes, we all know it's compatible with GameCube controllers. That's kind of a non-announcement, really, because ever since months ago when they patched in the GameCube adapter support in, it works in like every game, unless it requires more buttons than the GameCube controller has. But, yeah. So, I'm going to have to wait and see over the next couple of months before we get all the full details on Smash, and we'll see how that goes, because I'm still unsure about it. I have to talk to my resident Smash professional to find out a little bit about it. Funny enough, that's probably who has left me a message in Discord down there, or else someone else probably talking about Fire Emblem, telling me that like is like I didn't actually see it. But anyway, as far as kind of disappointed overall, I wasn't expecting much, but I was expecting more than this. The big thing, like I said, for me is Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is the key here. Unfortunately, it's at spring of next year, so depending on what we know about Smash over the next couple of months, I may not buy a Nintendo Switch game this year. Pretty damning, because let's face it, we saw how few third-party games were actually coming and announced. And what's especially funny was over the course of the last few days, with all the press conferences and announcements and whatnot, all the Nintendo fanboys were saying the same thing. Wait until Nintendo's Direct, because they're going to announce them there. Guess what they didn't fucking do, because those games aren't coming. Booyah. Not a Nintendo hater, by the way. Facts. Literal facts. The games were not announced. It's that easy. So, they can say what they want and all that. That's an interesting question, Paul. Who won E3? You know what? I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Actually, I'm just gonna mute it completely because they're gonna talk in the background. Who won E3? That is a question I cannot answer right now, because I am about to make a video about that exact topic in a little bit. I'll make the video tonight because I'm starving and I need to get something to eat. I put off getting food for this Nintendo Direct, so yeah. The best thing to do is you'll find out in about 2 hours. What I will say is it's probably not who you expect me to say. I'll give you that one there. There's a reason for that. I'm not going to say what it is because, again, it's going to be in the video. But, yeah, that's about it. So the best thing I can do for now is let this sit. People can check out the Nintendo Treehouse themselves. Again, I'm not big up on the Treehouse. We might get 1 or 2 small announcements in here. Usually at this rate, probably mobile and 3DS games, just because you know how it is. Did I enjoy the Nintendo Direct? I was a little bit disappointed overall. I mean, I was going in with very low expectations. On a scale of 1 to 10, I was coming in with expectations about maybe a 3. So they were still pretty low. Because I didn't want to get super hyped because I just didn't have faith in them to do it at this point. What we got was kind of maybe a 2. So it wasn't enough to blow me away. But I actually went in with lower... I got lower expectations. Or I got back lower than the expectations I went in with. Even though they were kind of low. Don't forget the Sony showcases. As in all the extra ones. I'm not worried about those. They're all I know they're doing all the stuff that they've outlined for today and tomorrow with the panels and showing the games and stuff. I'm not really worried about that. It's the same reason I'm not worried about the Nintendo Treehouse stuff here anyway. So now I'm gonna leave it here for the moment because, like I said, I'm absolutely starving at this point. I would not be surprised if during the video of demand version of this you can hear my stomach rumbling a few times because it's pretty extreme anyway. So there will be, like I said, a video later tonight, about who won E3. And remember, it's all subjective and whatnot, because people will say, it's like, oh my god, Smash is announced, therefore Nintendo have automatically won E3. Sony showed whatever game, they automatically win E3. Microsoft showed whatever game, they automatically, you know how people are. So look forward to that in a few hours. And yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to leave this here for now. I'm a peace out. Thank you guys for joining me in the chat here as always, because without you guys I'm just sitting here watching a stream that anyone can watch. And I look forward to getting criticized for who I consider won E3, because, well, that's how it always is. So, peace out guys, I'll see you guys on later. And we are officially done with E3 coverage in the live stream format. We might have 1 or 2 extra videos about it like it's coming tonight, but that's it for the moment. So, I am out. Good E3. Hopefully you got some good announcements for whoever and whatever it is. I'll see you guys later. Peace.